Oh, yeah. Pivot one up. Yuck it.
Yeah, this
Janet.
guy.
Bah.
Mm, that's word. Good morning. Good morning. Coming live from 1950 South Shepherd. Only the lonely today. The team went down to Anadarko to the expo. Went down to Dodge for the expo parade. So hope things are going good. I don't know. I wonder if it was raining down there. I don't know. Had the bubblies this morning, so I couldn't make it. I don't know where Mingo is. The show must go on. Got to get this thing done. Got a new producer today. Mr. Kleinko was, you know, he was graceful enough to bless us with his presence today. So very thankful that he was able to help us out. I've done it before, but I mean, it wasn't fun, and I didn't get near as much done as whatever. But just thankful that I get the opportunity. Very blessed that I get to give my perspective. I'm not always right. I don't know. I don't feel like always know the right thing to say, but I do have my experience, strength, and hope that I'm able to share with you all. So just grateful that I get to do this thing. So uh, Mr. Kleinko was fortunate enough to read this today. So let him have it, brother.
Fall meditation, October 30th. My children, you have forgotten the customs and traditions of your forefathers. You have brought guns, knives, kettles, and blankets from the white man until you can no longer do without them. And what is worse, you have drunk the poisoned fire water, which turns you into fools. Fling all these things away. Live as your forefathers did before you. It's by Pontiac Odawa. We need to think as our forefathers did. They knew the culture and the customs. The culture taught them how to live in harmony with each other. We need to think like this again. We must become God reliant. We don't need the fire water. This liquid is very destructive to our native people. It kills our spirit. Our Indian people are happiest when we are spiritual. When we depend on anyone or anything else, we get off track. We need to talk to the elders and find out what the old ways were. We need to ask them to teach us the culture, the tradition, and the customs. This will help us become whole again. And today I intend to focus on my maker, guide my path as you did my ancestors.
Aho, Mr. Kleinko. Wow, you know, that's deep. That's real deep. Wow, like you think about what life was like before the Mayflower landed. You think about what life was like before. Of course, natives were doing their thing. We had been on this continent for thousands of years. And then these people showed up and decimated us. 99% of the people that roam this continent, they 1% made it. We're part of that 1%. But then they come over here and they want to push everything on us. They look at they see where we're weak at, and they introduce us to all these things, guns. Of course we already had our knives, but they got us sick with the blankets. They got us, just so many things, that they just tried to take us out. But we were the savages. That's the crazy thing about all of that, is that we were taught that we were the savages. We were godless because we didn't have their religion in our life. You know, it's crazy to think that, you know, what a good life is considered today. All the material things that it takes for a person to be happy. But I've also seen where a person could have everything, and still be miserable. You know, I see it every day. You know, like there's a part missing in their life. Somewhere there's a disconnect. You know, I see them. You know, these Bible thumpers. You know, how like there's something missing. You know, and to me, you know, I tried that way. You know, not saying anything bad against anybody, but I'm just talking about from my experience with these certain people. You know, there's a culture part that they're missing in their lives, and you can see it, you can feel it. Uh, you go spend a few minutes with these people, and you just kind of realize, like, man, like they have everything but happiness on the inside. You know, so it's crazy to think that, you know, all these things that we were taught that we needed in life, and you get these things, you have these things, and you're still miserable. I mean, it's crazy to me. You know, I don't have too much. You know, I ain't got no car. You know, I don't even have my license. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 44 years old, and I've never ever had my license in my life. But am I happy? You know, you bet your bottom button. You know, I am very happy in my life today because of where I was and where I'm at today. You know, I've done away with the alcohol. That's where it had to start. I've done away with the alcohol, which led to, you know, me not giving in to these other substances. You know, but at the same time, you know, do I want more? Of course, you know. But does it bother me that I don't have these things? I promise you, it doesn't. You know, do I feel like I can go on through life without these things? Of course. You know, I've been making it this long. You know, those are comforts that I'm 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 not blessed with. You know, and so where does that leave me at today? You know, do I feel like I've not achieved enough? Do I feel like there's like so much more I got to do, you know, and prove to other people that this is what makes me happy? Nah, man, that's got to come from within. You know, I'm happy with where my life is. I'm happy with where my life's going. I'm not in the gutter no more. I know that. You know, and for that, I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed with the opportunity to show people. You know, do I need that validation? Not at all. Not at all. You know, my relationship with the creator, you know, that's where it begins with me. You know, I can pray for these people. You know, I can pray for these people. The most important tool I got today is prayer. You know, there was a time when I depended on guns. You know, there was a time where, you know, I depended on knives. You know, there was a time where I depended on everything that this meditation talks about, where I felt like I needed these things because it was the colonized mind that led me to believe that those things were important. You know, but once I get my feet on the ground and I'm able to recognize, you know, where my happiness begins. It has nothing to do with material things. It has nothing to do with what I have and what I don't have. It begins with what the Creator has allowed in my life. And today I get to be sober. Today I get to be sober. And that's where it all begins for me. You know, I think about what this alcohol has done to our people. You know, I've seen a person lead another person, to the alcohol. And how it affected their life. And are they willing to admit that? Is the person that was willing to lead the other person to alcohol and say like for their own benefit, they were willing to put their everything they got going on in their life on the line for their very own whatever they intended. It was very selfish, and you just got to remember these types of things about what alcohol has done to our people. I watched my family die. I watched my uncles, my aunts. I watched what it did to my mom. I watched what it did to my dad. I watched what it done to my community, and I just can't go for those. I just can't sit back anymore and watch our people suffer. And now it's like there's so many more substances out there. The meth, the fentanyl, the heroin, the pills, I mean cocaine, I mean it comes in many, many forms. But what I found, to fight all these things that are going on in our community and inside my own head, is I found the one true answer, and that's the Creator. That's the Creator. Um, I was able to I was able to hand my will over to them. I was able to I said to them, to him, hand my will over to the Creator. And whenever that started happening, this peace came over my life. And my codependency didn't show up. My all the things that I was addicted to didn't become important anymore. I lost that urge to want to escape my life. Because back then the hardest thing to do was live in my own skin. So today, I'm just very grateful, thankful, and appreciative of where the Creator has led my life. I think about this colonized mindset that a lot of people have. All these material things that they think happiness is. You know, um, and I just got to remember, I got to pray for those people. I got to pray for our people. That they can find the happiness within themselves. Because basically, I mean, that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. The changes got to come from within. And, I pray that, everybody deserves a good life. So, I've just been fortunate enough to have the people that I have in my life today, people that hold me accountable, people that are willing to give me a ride whenever I need one. And for that, I am truly blessed, truly blessed beyond anything I could have ever imagined, is where my life is today. You know, um, I can't even imagine where I'd be at today. May not even, who knows, Who knows where, and I'm the last person that would ever want to find out where my life would be at today. So today is my daughter's birthday. My daughter Leanna Mary. You know, she's a mother today, to my beautiful granddaughter Alani. And I just hope she has a good day today. She deserves it. Uh, my children have been through a lot. My children have been through a lot. Been on this journey with me. So I didn't give her the childhood that she deserved. But if anything, I can be the grandpa that she needs me to be. You know, uh, I'm fortunate that the creator gave me that chance to show this her little girl, what a good grandpa could be. So I'm just happy I get to celebrate today. I'm glad I get to be present. Glad I got to be in this moment, where I can be there for my daughter today. She wants to have tacos. She wants some carne asada, which sounds pretty good. But happy birthday, Leanna Mary. I love you. We're gonna do something later on today, and yeah. So I'm gonna shut my big mouth now. I probably did and said way too much. So we're gonna go ahead and jump off into these. Yeah, go ahead, hit it. Boo bags. Boo bags. We are able to ship Narcan out of state now. You can buy Narcan in any Walgreens. You don't even need a prescription. That was the concern, is that other states have other laws when it comes to Narcan, but we reached out to Walgreens and found out that you do not need a prescription to get Narcan. So we're making this available to the public for free. Narcan fentanyl test kits, condoms, emergency contraceptives, educational material, and toothbrush and toothpaste in case your boo got that boo boo breath. And then shout out to Brand Logics. Text TOR, TOR, to 888-580-4TOR, 4867. That's our free texting service. If you would like to stay updated with what we do, with the Gord Clan or Tor as a program, they'll send you a message. Whenever we got an event going on that day. So shout out to Brand Logics. November 2nd. Culture is a solution. We're having a all nations res recovery. Gord Clan is having a benefit dance Saturday in Clinton at the Clinton ERC. We like to feature our princess, Carly Flying Out. She's a wonderful, wonderful young lady. She really has a good head on her shoulders. So, we're just proud to take, what we do into like her neck of the woods, I guess you could say. But that'll be November 2nd, this Saturday. We will be in Clinton shaking some gourds and popping some fringes. So come and join us. And then Saturday, November 9th, at the Clinton ERC, they're having a memorial dance for Tony Pawnee. If you ain't got nothing going on, we want to go support the bro Isaac Rhodes. I believe that was his mother-in-law. So it was he had a lot to do with us coming up with the Gord Clan. He kind of spoke it into existence. So big shout out to Mr. Pawnee, or Mr. Rhodes. November 13th at the Clinton ERC from 6 to, what did I say,
8:30.
6 to 8:30 at the Clinton Concho ERC. They're having a dance class. You know, they're gonna have a drum. They're gonna have some dancers there showing you different styles. If you or your grandkids, niece, nephew, somebody that you feel like would benefit from getting into the circle. I mean, it's a great ideal. Shout out to my rugged auntie Corinne Morton for getting this together. Her and her bunch, getting this together and making this possible because like we always say, the culture is the solution. I mean, I watch it save. It's helped save my life. So I can vouch that the culture is the solution. So that'll be November 13th at the Concho ERC. Then November 23rd, the Weatherford JOM program is having a youth powwow at the Weatherford Middle School in Weatherford, November 23rd. I think it's a great idea. The parents over there want to keep their kids involved. Like I can't say it enough. The culture is a solution. So, that'll be November 23rd in Weatherford at the Weatherford Middle School. And then the Circle of Giving, December 7th. December 7th. Um, it's not your traditional powwow. It's not your traditional benefit dance. We're asking the head staff to bring toys. It's more or less a toy drive. If you bring a $10 toy, you will be entered into our raffle for a 58-inch TV and a cedar boxes. I mean, we got we got quite a few good giveaways, but I think for the TV, you will be entered into the raffle, which is always a pretty good hit for the benefit dances is a 58-inch TV. So that'll be December 7th at the Gary ERC. Uh, it'll be, start usually our dances start around 2 and they go till, like I said, it won't be your traditional where they're having specials, special after special. No, we're not doing all of that. Mostly just gonna be like gourd dancing, like really, really just getting out there and gourd dancing. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this thing goes. And then if you know anybody, we have a nomination form. We're not asking that you just want a kid to have a toy. We want the whole point of this toy drive is to think about the kids that are affected by addiction. We just ask that you be considerate, of thinking about those kids that are probably going to go without this year, or maybe not go without, but we just want them to know that somebody is behind them, somebody supports them in some way, and what better way than a toy drive, so this is the nomination form. You can scan the QR code. It takes you to the form, and hopefully we can get enough toys where we have that positive effect on our community. So then Mending Mondays are coming up every Monday here at 1950 South Shepherd at 7 o'clock. It's a Mending Broken Hearts meeting, which I get the most out of these meetings. I really enjoy, these meetings. That's where I get the most out of. I didn't realize how much grief was a part of my addiction. So it helps you go through this thing in a positive way. Find some positive, a positive foundation to get some healing going on. And then on Tuesdays in Clinton, 721 Frisco Ave at 7 o'clock, there is a talking circle at the Clinton Public Library, and that's downtown. So if if you're in the area, go check them out on Tuesday nights at 7. Then on Thursday nights, there's a talking circle here at 1950 South Shepherd in El Reno at 7 o'clock. we usually have a pretty good size group, 20 to 30 people. It's always a great experience. And then Friday nights we have the 12-step meeting here at 1950 South Shepherd in El Reno. Um, it it's a little bit more action needed for that meeting, where you put pen to paper. And Mr. Levi does a good job of helping people get through that. So, and then Zeke the Freak speaking engagements. For more information, go to ZacharyBlackout.com. Or, he's got a phone number down there. November 6th, November 20th, December 2nd. He does a great job. He's about mental health. He's one of our mental health speakers. He does a great job. He's shared his story nationally, and I believe in my nephew. He's doing great things in our community. So it's always a big deal. Always a big deal that you got somebody that's willing to be vulnerable, somebody that's willing to do what it takes to help our people out. And what better way than to share your story? So, shout out to my nephew, Zeke the Freak. Well, basically, that's about it. How long was we on? Not too bad. Not too bad. I probably was a little. I was kind of tearing it a little whenever I was sharing. But I feel better. I feel better. And if the shoe fits, yeah. No. Uh, Thank you, Mr. Kleinko, for helping me out today. I really appreciate that. And we will see you soon, I hope. Yeah. You got to go down and